There was a time, not too long ago, when a single travel advisory could slam the brakes on an entire country's economic momentum. For Jamaica, that moment came in January 2024, when the United States issued a travel advisory that left hotel bookings hanging, cruise docks quieter than usual, and hope stretched thin. But what happened on March 26, 2025, inside Jamaica House, shocked some in the sector and set the island on fire with optimism. Standing beside Jamaica's Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio didn't just offer kind words. He dropped a game-changing bombshell. We're going to re-evaluate the travel advisories because Jamaica's new crime numbers are impressive. They're some of the best in the region. Wait, what? Yes. Jamaica, often painted in headlines as unsafe, is now being recognized by the U.S. as a Caribbean leader in crime reduction. Let that sink in. For decades, perception and the high rate of murders dragged us down. But now, hard facts are forcing the world to reconsider. That declaration by the U.S. Secretary of State hit harder than a dancehall bass line. And it wasn't just diplomatic fluff. It came with the promise of real change, one that could unlock billions more in tourism dollars and transform lives across the island. Here's why this moment is so explosive. Tourism is not just a sector in Jamaica, it's a lifeline. In 2024, this little island welcomed a jaw-dropping 4.3 million visitors. That's more people than the entire population of Jamaica. And together, they spent a record-breaking $4.3 billion US. Every beach tour, every jerk chicken plate, every reggae night, each one pumped foreign exchange into our economy. Tourism didn't just survive 2024, it thrived. Even with a hurricane, beryl, airline disruptions, and yes, those US travel advisories, Jamaica still hit its targets. So now, ask yourself, what happens when that advisory is lifted? That's why Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett's voice was thick with emotion when he said, "This is great news. All the hard work we've put into lower crime is paying off." Because behind the scenes, a quiet revolution has been unfolding. Jamaica's crime rate is dropping significantly. In fact, Prime Minister Holness stated something that barely made international headlines. Crimes against tourists are below 1%. That's right. Less than 1 out of every 100 visitors experiences any criminal incident. Most experience nothing but sunshine, rum, and laughter. John Biles, who chairs Montego Bay's Destination Assurance Council, called the travel advisory an albatross, a weight on the industry's neck. And he's right. Every time a warning goes up, some tourists cancel. Airlines pull back, cruise ships reroute, and local vendors, those who survive off every dollar made from t-shirt sales and zipline adventures, feel it first. So, when the top diplomat of the US says, "We see your progress," that's more than political, that's personal. Couples Resorts Deputy Chairman Paul Esser didn't mince words. The negative impact of US travel advisories on our economy has been massive, but he sees light now. If we stay on this path of reducing crime, things can only get better. And here's what's even more inspiring. Jamaica's success isn't a fluke. It's a result of strategy. The country has been chasing an ambitious goal called the 5x5x5 strategy. That means 5 million visitors, $5 billion US in tourism earnings, all by 2025. Last year, we got within touching distance. Is $4.3 billion in earnings, and we hit the 4.3 million visitor mark. In other words, we're almost there. The US reviewing its advisory could be the final push we need.